And this is such a generic question, everybody asks it. But how has camp been this time around? And the reason that I ask is because of the magnitude of the card and everything around it. Like, I imagine there's much more media
Mm.
and not necessarily distractions, but more, media and attention around this. How has it been?
Oh yeah, like this is a massive event in my life, so there's definitely a lot more cortisol, a little bit more stress floating around. But with the fight camp, I gotta say, man, this is so far so good. Fantastic. Weights on point. I got a nutritionist. I got meal preps. I got both of my coaches locked in on this. Some great training partners. So at this point, I can't ask for anything else. Just to stay healthy. No injuries and stuff. And that all comes with being nourished and reducing like inflammation and taking care of yourself. Recovery is a big one. If you don't find the time to recover and fight camps and stuff, you won't be able to perform at that top level you're always expecting to perform at. After 3-4 days of hard training, forget about it. Always got to prioritize that performance.
Yeah, 100%. How do you like to celebrate after a win? You got like a go-to meal that you have? Do you go out and party with your team, friends, family?
Well, typically the fights have been local here in Long Beach, so I've been able to work with local businesses and stuff, and like get like venues for after parties, such as Ed's Pizza. That was one of the places that sponsored me and opened up their place. So, of course, a nice pitcher of beer and big pizza in front of me. It's nothing to complain about right there. But my main priority is celebrating with like family, friends, unwinding. I put 110% effort into the fight camp, so I like to enjoy myself after, and just like relax, sit back, and just talk, catch up with everybody. 'Cause everyone holds their breath, the whole week before the fight. Mom and dad are all stressed out, and sisters, stressed out, and I could only imagine what the coaches are going through. So,
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's not long to go now, is it? 4 or 5 weeks, is that right?
oof, yeah, 4.5 weeks, baby.
Yeah,
But I'd
let's
say
go.
about 32 days.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about fight week? Obviously, this fight week is going to be crazy to any other fight week, but do you feel nerves or excitement or a mix?
Yeah, I always like to think, I'm gonna look back at this 10, 20 years from now and have a hell of a story to tell. But yeah, I get nervous, I get excited. All the emotions I feel are just like pretty much based off of like you got the stress, you've got anxiety, you've got anxiousness, you know, you're not sure what's gonna happen out there. It could be good, it could be bad. That's always at the back of the head. But then you're also surrounded by all this like support and love. So it is a lot of mixed feelings. And for me, I kind of feel empowered by the moment. I love to rise to the occasion. And I also like to think that this is like one of those opportunities I've been waiting for my whole life.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
for people that may not be familiar with you yet, um, what can the Netflix audience expect from you May 16th?
For sure, violence. I'm not going in there to win a decision. Going there to do as much damage as possible before the ref pulls me off. Like I said, I'm a violent person. I want to just get in there, get to it, put on a heck of a show for this new audience because then we're gonna have a lot more eyes on it. So you're not gonna want to miss this one for sure.
Yeah, man, I can't wait. I'm gonna definitely gonna get a few beers and watch it with some friends and that.
Cheers.
Just because my content is all UFC based, pretty much it's UFC. And it's so refreshing to be able to like venture out into different things. I know I can do that anyway, but this is like it's already as big as the UFC in terms of like the names and so it's been really refreshing. And the UFC is not in a great place right now. We've got the White House card coming up and stuff, but all my interviews is with UFC fighters, pretty much. If it's not my own, like just me, so it's really refreshing to talk to people like yourself and stuff. I've got a couple more off the card coming on. I'm hoping to get Nate Diaz has agreed, which is cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, and Felipe Lins, but he's rescheduled. But is the press press conference for the weigh-ins? Is that tomorrow or was that today?
So they've got a press conference in New York for them, but like I'm on the West Coast, so I don't think we got anything until about fight week. But I don't know how
Yeah,
that's gonna look if we're gonna be involved with the press conference or not. I would imagine, but I mean, it's
yeah.
I don't know how they got everything set up, but